Good evening, Inspilled Glimmers, and welcome back to the studio. Alexandru, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I'm actually back from Calgary right now.
Right now, I know you were still on the plane this morning.
Yeah, I'm back in Quebec since like 2 hours. Haven't slept a lot. I just cracked a good old energy drink so I can power through this. But
And you haven't had a chance to play with these yet.
no, I haven't had any chance. I played a bit of Lorcana this weekend, but it was still set 5. So yeah, really pumped to get these cracked.
All right, so set 6 is upon us. Um, we decided to get started with a bit of a mix-up, some classic decks revamp, a bit of a spiciness in the air. The set really blew the meta, not the meta wide open, but the possibilities wide open in terms of what's doable. So we figured we'd show you a fun matchup tonight.
Yeah, like every set, like it really opens a lot of options for every deck, and it even new archetypes sometimes. So it's really a fun time to start playing and just like tinkering with the decks.
So what are you bringing in tonight?
So tonight I will be playing Steel Song, which is not an innovation by any means, but this is more of a more aggro build, I want to say, with that is solely focusing on Simba, right?
Yeah.
All the new Simba from set number 6 that readies your characters when he quests, well, if he has quested. So at the end of turn. So this is my whole thing right now.
All right, the list will be in the description. And as for myself, there's a lot of variety existing right now in the deck building world around Amethyst Emerald. There's aggro versions, there's burn versions, there's a lot of discussions around Maleficent Staff.
Mhm.
So I decided tonight to try the aggro version with just a slight bit of burn in it and interaction. So we'll see how that turns out. But this is one color pairing that I'm really curious where it's gonna land when the meta settles.
I think it has like a lot of options, and like we've seen this at the last DLC that like Ember and Steel had a lot of showing with 3 different archetypes with the color pairing. I think Emerald and Amethyst have the same kind of vibe in this set. So we'll see what shines through.
Yeah. So let's get on rolling. Let's do the dice roll. All right. So that's a 9 for me.
A 9. That's gonna be hard to beat. And
a 5. So
measly 5.
I'm gonna start. Decks are shuffled. Let's get ready.
Good luck.
Good luck. So let's see what we're looking for here. Wow. I don't know for you. I know in the case of this deck, you want to be like out the gate fast, gaining that lore, settling on that board really quick.
That opening hand was uninkabalicious. Like I'm going for 4 here.
Wow.
I think
for me,
even 5.
I'm realizing the lot of options that were brought up in this, and the deck was already efficient last set. This set, everything gains lore one way or another. So it's a tougher choice, but I'm going to return 3 here. Okay.
Interesting.
We'll see what we're going to do with that.
Interesting. It's a lot more aggro. Like you've sent me the list while I was in Calgary playing my Magic tournament, and like I looked through them. I want to say I didn't like study them thoroughly. I'm still some of the cards I'll still like reread a bit as we go along because
this is a fresh take for both of us. So we'll see. Do not expect perfect play tonight. We're trying to see the archetypes, see what you should bring to your league. So,
and you'll notice we're trying also this new like composure of video. Like we're trying to make it a bit more lively, a bit more interactive. I want to say.
This is a tough one. But I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna ink Yzma, Conniving Chemist, one of the new legendaries from the set. And I'm going to do the basic thing of playing Maleficent. So she's a 1-mana 1/1 uninkable that quests for 2. And that's it. I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. Draw. I'm going to ink Pete Game Referee from last set. And I'm going to play a Simba Future King. So when I play him, I can draw a card and then get to discard something. I'll do a bit of setup. I'll discard Lilo, Escape Artist from the new set.
Ooh.
So now I've put her in my discard pile, and at the start of my turn, I can now decide to play her from the discard.
Yeah.
Inserted.
Very important at home. If you're going to bring this to your local game store, you have to make the decision before you draw your card. So once you've drawn your card, you have information. No judge will let you walk back on that decision. So ready, set, draw. All right, what are we doing here? Well, first of all, I'm going to quest for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to ink Maleficent Staff. I'm going to befuddle your Simba, so it's going to return him to your hand. Any character item would cost 2 or less. And then with the extra ink I have available, I'm going to play Fred, Mascot by Day. So he's a 1-mana 1/1 that quests for 1, but when he's challenged, I gain 2 lore. And I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to decide to not bring back Lilo yet.
Not because you don't have 2 inks.
You know, I'm still naming my game decisions. I will ink the Simba you return to my hand and play another Simba Protective Cub.
Go
ahead.
Okay. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to ink this White Rose here. And I'm going to play Emerald Chromicon. So Emerald Chromicon during your turn. Whenever one of my characters is banished, I can return a chosen character to their player's hand.
All right.
I'm going to quest for 3.
All right. Already on 5.
Yep. That's going to be a turn.
All right. Not bringing Lilo back again. All right. Not quite the time for Judy Hops on 6 that also release characters. So
there's a really fun combo with her and the new Simba, by the way. Because if you have the new Simba exerted and her on the board, you can ready all your board with Simba and then trigger her to ready the Simba himself.
Nice. So it protects everything.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So your board's quite scary as it is right now. Just remind me, the Fred is when he's
challenged, I gain 2 lore. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to do something about that. I will play String of Raging Fire on the Fred, dealing him 1 damage. And then I will...
One of my characters is banished,
Yep.
so I will return Simba to your hand.
Sure. Right. It's when he's banished, not when challenged. So that leaves your Maleficent on play. Go ahead.
Drop. And now I'm going to ink a goat to play one of the new cards of the set. I'm going to play a Genie Wish for Fulfilled. So some call him the rabbit at home. He is an evasive 2/4 that quests for 2, and when you play this character, you draw a card. So he doesn't have the return to hand or whatever effect of drawing a card, but he's evasive, he quests for 2.
Good enough.
Good enough. So I'm going to draw a card when he comes in, and I'm going to quest for 2 with my Maleficent, and pass turn.
I will not bring Lilo back. All right. Ink the Simba here. I'm gonna lay the Storm Rage on your Maleficent.
Yep, I have chosen. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Am I gonna? No, I'm not gonna return the Genie. That's fine.
No problem. I'm gonna end my turn.
Ready, set, draw. All right. So I'm gonna quest with you here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay 2 to play an Amethyst Chronicon. So Amethyst Chronicon, I can exert it so that we each draw a card. And then I'm going to Gather Knowledge and Wisdom, which is a 2-cost action that gains me 2 lore.
Sure.
And that's going to be my turn.
Great. I'm going to ink another of the Judy Hops on 6. So here. We're going to play Ariel Spectacular Singer from set 1.
Yep.
So I'm going to look at my top 4 and try and find a song, which I haven't found. Only characters.
It's going to be one of the worst feelings.
Yeah, well, it tends to happen. I don't remember the list exactly. I think it was like short
18 songs.
18 songs is quite low in my opinion, deck building wise, when I'm building Steel Song. So who knows? So I'll play the Simba.
Yep.
And pass turn.
All right. Ready, set, draw. Okay, so this is where
the fun begins.
No, this is where having not inked a certain card would have come in handy. So I'm gonna activate the Amethyst Chronicon.
We're both gonna draw?
Yep, we're both gonna draw a card. I'm gonna ink a Chronicon. I'm gonna pay 3 to Kit Cloudkicker your Ariel.
Sure.
Which, if I had had that staff, would have gained me some lore. And while I'm at it, I'm going to befuddle your Simba.
Sure.
And then Quest for 2.
All right.
And it's going to be your turn.
Draw here.
So far, it seems the aggro list really is trying to temper that that aggression that usually.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a Pete. I'm gonna replay my Ariel. Trying to find something. More characters.
Wow.
Nice. Let's just have a bit of insurance here. I'm gonna Pete here, so you cannot play actions on your next turn. Go ahead.
All right. Ready, set, draw. Okay. I'm going to activate the Chronicon, so we're each going to draw a card.
Yep.
I guess that works. I'm going to play a Banzai and a Maleficent.
That is aggressive.
And then Quest for 3 and hope that you don't have a Grab Your Sword.
Yep.
It's going to be turn.
Try and find said Grab Your Sword, right? I'm gonna ink Simba here. Play another Ariel.
Yep.
Come on, grab your sword. This is not Grab Your Sword. How are we doing this here? Okay. I'm gonna show you this little Storm Rage on.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is quite bad in my opinion, but it's fine. Actually, can I do anything better than that? Yeah, I'll have to do it better than that. The genie is evasive, which is annoying.
It is.
I'm gonna let the Storm Rage on the Banzai.
Yep. Banzai is going to be banished. It's going to return your Ariel that was ready.
Yep. So I'm gonna draw from my pledge Storm Rage on. It is not a challenge here. Oh, it's in his 4 lore. Yeah, I miscounted that. I was a bit too slow. Alright.
On to game 2?
On to game 2. I'll be starting up that one.
Yep. I'll be honest, it definitely feels less I don't want to say brain dead, but streamlined than the previous aggro lists of Amber Amethyst.
I'll be honest, I'll show you that I had these in hand also, like that I didn't draw off the aerial, and like it's just a bad card against
yeah, you don't want to play that, especially not when I'm refilling your end already with the Chromicon.
That, and you were empty-handed at that point,
yep.
So yeah. Felt a bit awkward, like especially like I've told you, I had like a ton of uninkables in my opening hand. I had like 2 Simbas and the 2 others, well, not 2 other, but like 2 whole new worlds also in the opening hand. So I was like, yeah, that hand, it was like double Pete, let the storm rage on, 2 Simbas, 2 whole new worlds. I was just like,
yeah, that's a pricey hand.
Yeah, probably the decks were also just built, maybe not, just shuffle them a touch more.
Maybe, but also, I know, like, most of these lists, like, I scoured throughout the weekend to find lists that seemed interesting, tweak them a little bit. Some of them, as you'll see, are card for card. If that's the case, we're going to link to the original creator of the list. But I know that this one, I was kind of surprised with the song selection, both the amount and the variety. Like, it didn't have a grab your sword at all. I added it. It doesn't have Zeus's in it. It's like a lot lower, but it plays more into the what's the new song?
I am here, or
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here, which give resists and draw cards. So there's a lot more songs that draw cards, but they're not as impactful in terms of proper removal.
I feel they want to be geared towards the aggro part of the deck, but sometimes you are Steel Song, you want to lean back into that like more mid-rangey, a bit more control-y part.
And, against an aggro deck, an aggressive deck, you're not going to find it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, it's supposed to be a very good matchup for
Steel Song.
For Steel Song, so.
7.
All right. This already feels a bit more in line with what we want to be doing. Yep. Going back for 3.
I'm going to return 6. Okay. So there's a thing with Amethyst-based aggressive decks where they tend to have a very high uninkable count, but because they're cheap, people usually get away with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gonna play you tricks.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Well, we'll see what turns out of it. I think this list has 24 uninkables in it or something.
Yeah, the deck is very low to the ground. I like I said, I skimmed through the list, but like I see the 2-drop selection, and I'm like, those are a lot of 2-drops.
Yeah, it's a really more aggressive version of Steel Song for sure.
All right. So good luck.
Good luck.
I'm gonna inks me to play Cinderella, Ballroom Sensation.
Yep.
Singer 3. Go ahead.
On top of key draw, going to ink.
Ready, set, draw. You're not in the right game. Draw. Not the right game.
Going to ink a Chernobog's follower to play a Maleficent.
Alrighty.
Onto you.
Going to my turn.
Yep.
All right. Now to have a bit of fun. I'll ink this Simba. Would like to bare necessities you.
Sure. There's an Amethyst Chromicon, a Maleficent Staff, a Go-Go Tamago, Curse Merfolk, and 2 Banzais.
2 Banzais. Right. So what do I want to prevent you from doing? Drawing cards or having an engine? Like, I feel I have to respect it. Well, not in this hand, actually. Because, like, I'm going to go ahead and say that I feel this is a trap. Like, I feel this card is kind of a trap. I'll take the Amethyst Chromicon.
Okay.
I'll stick with what I'm saying. Like I want to be respecting it, but
I like as an aggressive card. I'm not sure how impactful it's gonna be, but like this card should go as a one of in any deck that can run it, just in case you have an Amethyst matchup where now they can juggle their goats and their without you gaining that passive lore from it.
yeah, I understand. And then I'm gonna play a Calhoun, which I was
Ooh.
very excited in our set review. If I can throw back to this, so this should make you scared a bit.
Yeah, that's more a problem if I'm completely honest here.
I'm quite happy to see it. I'll pass the turn.
Yep.
Just to remind everyone, she's a 3/2 for 2, an inkable with resist +1. That quest for 1, and during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore. So keeping this little Maleficent in check.
I'm
here.
definitely not questing with her this time around. So ready, set, draw. What are we gonna do with that then? I guess this is yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna find a use for Go-Go, despite how much I like the card. And I'm gonna go ahead and play a Banzai. So Banzai Glutinous Predator, 2 uninkable, 3/2 for 2. So just an aggressive character that has the legs to defend itself against Calhoun.
That's fine.
Gonna pass the turn.
Ready, set, draw. All right. In that case, we're gonna go with a Simba here in the ink. Ariel, Spectacular Singer.
Yep.
So this is quite the curve.
This is the draw you want to. Oh,
Not finding a song quite yet, but I'll be honest.
You already had one in hand.
I had one in hand. I'm gonna let the Storm Rage on your Banzai and draw a card from this. And well, your Maleficent is not very scary, so I'm just gonna quest with my Calhoun.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
All right. What do we do here? So I guess I'm gonna ink the Maleficent Staff. Definitely not its finest hour right now. We play a second Banzai and a Diablo. So Diablo, Obedient Raven, not just a target for the green Diablo, also a 0/1 inkable for 1 that quests for 1, but that whenever he's banished, be it by your actions, challenging, or whatever, I get to draw a card. So a little bit of the Cusco action on turn 1. So that's going to be my turn.
I feel that the green Diablo is still the prime choice to shift on. It's just now you can have 8 shift targets.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw here. Alright. Let's play a second Ariel Spectacular Singer. Let's see if I... This time around I find something. And now...
Sheesh.
Now this is where the fun begins.
Yeah.
I'm going to sing it on the Banzai again. Just like cycling through. Interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and quest with these 2. Going to 3 and passing the turn.
Ready, set, draw. Not what I wanted to see. I guess I'm still going to play them out.
A lot of 1-drops.
A lot of 1-drops here. I'm gonna quest for 1 with the Diablo.
Sure.
That card draw might come in handy. And yeah, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Right. Ready, set, draw.
Now we're seeing the downside of aggro when they're able to manage you.
Yeah,
you feel a little more powerless.
Yeah, now I'm going to do something that is in line with what should happen. My Calhoun will challenge the Diablo. I'm going to gain 2 lore. You're going to draw a card.
Yep.
All right. Then I have choices to make. I'm gonna sing with my Cinderella Strength of Raging Fire on your merfolk over banishing it. Then
You're bound to be out of removal at some point.
yeah, well that's the thing. I don't want to like. Gonna give Cinderella Riz +2 until my next turn and draw a card.
Yep.
I'm just a bit out of inkables, but I found a Pete here. And also I'm gonna quest away with these two aerials. Pass turn.
This is starting to hurt more than I would like. Let's see, what do we do here? I'm gonna quest for 3. I don't feel like I need that. Yeah. I'm gonna ink the Fred. And I'm gonna play Merlin Goat. So whenever he comes into play, gain 1 lore. He's a 4/3 questing for 1. Costs 4 and is inkable. One of the staples of Amethyst up till now. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. Ready, set, and draw. Alright. Well, on this board, Calhoun is gonna challenge your Diablo again.
Okay.
So gaining 2 lore. Less happy about it. That might be the play. I'm not exactly sure. Thing is, can trade with the goat. I really don't want to let you have Maleficent at this point. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay put with most of them, but I'm still gonna challenge the Maleficent.
All right.
Put a damage here on my aerial. And pass the turn.
Ready, set, draw. Okay, this is an interesting card here. So I'm going to ink my Maleficent Staff.
Great ink as of now. Kind of strengthens my point that it's a trap, but like it's not been a really good game for it.
No, exactly. I feel like I have to remove the Calhoun, so I'm gonna go remove the Calhoun, gain a lore.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna play Yzma, Conniving Chemist. So one of the new legendaries, 3/3 for 4, inkable, quest for 2, and you can exert her to get, if you don't have 3 cards in hand, get back to up to 3 cards. And I'm gonna play Maleficent.
Sure.
It's gonna be your turn.
Reset. Draw. What do I want to do here? I think I just want to press the advantage at that point. Ink a Rapunzel and shift my Cinderella into
sheesh.
Into a Stout-Hearted. So now you're gonna just draw back to a full grip
of 3.
Well,
I mean, for an aggro deck, 3 is basically a full grip.
Yeah. That's what I meant by full grip. I think I'm just gonna start rushing a bit. Actually, with everyone, I don't think there's a good reason not to.
Oof. Yeah, because at that point, you're 2 turns away from winning.
Yep.
So, ready, set, draw. That's clearly not useful on this board, so I'm going to ink a Befuddle. Going to activate Yzma, draw 3 cards. Not find anything useful here. So I'm going to dig a little deeper.
Not the actual card?
No, not the actual card.
I'm going to draw as well.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, so I'm going to quest for 2. I'm going to Befuddle my Maleficent.
Interesting.
going to play my Maleficent.
Yep.
And I'm going to play a Chernobog. Chernobog's follower, Creatures of Evil. And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Ready. Set. Draw. All right. Here is going to be... here is where the fun begins, as the kids say. I'm going to sing Let the Storm Rage On your Maleficent. Draw a card.
Yep.
Trigger on my Cinderella that can now challenge ready characters. I'm really... I'm gonna be really honest. I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll just shut down that Yzma with the Cinderella, taking only 1 damage from the resist +2. I'm gonna quest with this Ariel, putting me to 15. I'm gonna play a Rapunzel to heal my Cinderella.
And I don't think there's anything I can do here to...
I'm just gonna solidify this position by playing a Piglet. So
oh wow!
At this point, I don't think you can do anything about this board.
Not with a Befuddle in hand.
Yeah, what I'm sad about is like I didn't get to play these these Simbas.
Where was that card a few turns ago?
That card is like we theory crafted with our team that this card was good last set, but like we never were, I want to say, bold enough to try it in decks and to really like.
I've played a few people who were playing in it in, was it Emerald Amethyst? Kind of has to be. But like I've played it against it at the end of the season after set championships when people were just playing decks for the fun of it. And like if you're not playing against Be Prepare or like, that's basically the only thing that absolutely dodges it.
Yeah.
The card is a deterrent in itself because you're going to reset your board position by dealing with theirs. And it's a tempo loss. Like, it's a good tempo card.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm just going to backtrack a bit. Like, I had 2 of these Simbas in hand at the end of the game. Like, I feel you really have to be shifting him for him to be good. Like, I feel it's the same problem that the Queen had from set 2, the one that gives +4 -4. Because I had them in hand, they're uninkable, and like contrary to the Queen, they're uninkable. So I had them in hand, and I was just like, I'd rather do anything else than just like play him for full value.
You want to shift him for sure.
You're able to just like quest or challenge on the turn.
Yeah, and a 4/4 on turn 3. Like, is nothing to scoff at, especially if it protects your, say, Cinderella Piglet or whatever else you have on the board.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I was finding myself like not having the shift target in the opening hand, so I couldn't justify keeping him. So I shipped him down, and I found 2 of the draw steps.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, of draw steps, but not in the only shift target that I had. I kind of like had to ink because I have better things to do. So I don't know. It's too early to just judge the new legendary just on that, but
and I personally don't think Steel Song will be its home. Like, I know a lot of people are trying to fit it in there because you're going to protect your singers, but I mean, people were playing Robin Hood, right?
Yeah,
it's a very similar thing where you want to play him on 3 more than you want to play him on 5. His impact is really more there. You need the target. The difference being you have 8 valid targets in the deck.
Yeah.
Between the 1-drops and the 2-drops. So,
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, people have been telling me like, oh, like it fights for a spot with Robin Hood, but Robin Hood is so incredibly statted, and like it does so much. It also is inkable. Like, I think the pitfall, the main pitfall of this Simba here was that it's uninkable. So you really have to work to shift him out.
True. On the other hand, he doesn't like Medusa.
Without an ice block, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go for game 3.
All right, game 3. You were gonna be on the play, right?
Yep. I'm gonna use that.
Going for more here. I'm actually gonna go for 5 here.
I'm gonna go for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right. We'll see what's up with that. So what do you think will be like the actual continental, not continental, but Europe versus North America are starting tomorrow.
I think some videos are already started now.
Yeah, it was today/tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah.
So, what are your expectations?
I've been pretty vocal about it. Nothing to diss Europe, but like there's a lot of content creators that got elected from Europe, and it's a lot of pro players that got elected from North America. So as I said, like I was talking to Sailor like when we were on the interview, and like we talk once in a while, and I was like, feels really like advantage for America on this side, just because there are so many strong players. Like there's Zan, there's him, there's I think there's Luke Vonderland, there's Kendall Burdett. No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Like all big household names. Like most of Team Labyrinth, which are like by this point, I don't want to say good friends because I mostly know Sailor and R&B a little bit, but like they're all really swell guys.
So let's start this. I'm gonna ink a goat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with a Curse Merfolk here.
Sure.
I'll pass the turn.
All right. Not a super strong start here. Just gonna ink a Mr. Smee. Go ahead.
That should allow me to set up. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna ink a Kit Cloud Kicker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna play Maleficent Staff and Quest for 2.
All right, let's see. Let's put my theory to the test of like, is it bad? Is it good?
Yeah, let's see how it fares.
All right. Huh. This is just a bit awkward as of sequencing. It's just like you'll probably see on next turn what I mean. Let's play the bane of your deck.
Yep.
So I'm sure with that Maleficent stuff, nothing bad can happen to it.
You're fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Ready, set, draw. We're going to ink a Chromicon.
Uh-huh.
We're going to Quest for 2.
Yep.
And then for 1, we're going to Befuddle that Calhoun, gain a lore. And for 1, we're going to play a Maleficent.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. Draw. Okay. So I'm gonna go for Rapunzel in the ink here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play Bag the Calhoun and Cinderella Ballroom Sensation. That's why I was saying it was a bit awkward. It was like the top deck of last turn. So go ahead.
Ready, set, draw.
Yep.
So here, going to Quest for 4.
Mm-hmm. Already on 9.
Going to Cloud Kicker your Calhoun, gain a lore.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pass the turn.
Right.
Two cards in hand.
Draw. Okay. So here we're gonna do stuff in that case. Things and stuff, as I like to call them. Cindy is gonna sing "Let the Storm Rage On your Curse Merfolk. Drawing me a card. I'm gonna ink a Strength of a Raging Fire. Play the Calhoun that cannot stick to the board. And also play Lilo.
Ooh. All right.
Go ahead.
Ready, set, draw. So we're going to remove that Cinderella from the board.
Sure.
Because we want to keep with tradition, we're going to send that Calhoun back to your hand. Lore. And yeah, I guess we're... Am I going to quest for 2? Yeah, I'm going to quest for 2.
All right.
It's going to be your turn.
Right. Draw. Okay. Lilo is gonna challenge the Maleficent.
Yep.
I'll give you some less interesting targets to that quest for 2 if you want to, but yeah. Let's just go ahead and do this way. Rapunzel.
Yep.
Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bare necessities. Now my main question is, do I want to be playing it or do I want to redeploy the Calhoun? I think I'm going to just redeploy the Calhoun and pass turn.
All right. Gonna draw a card. That's kind of sucks, but here we go. I'm gonna play the Chromicon.
Yep.
I'll let you decide whether or not the right play was to redeploy the the Calhoun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove the Lilo.
Sure.
And quest for 1.
All right.
Going up to 14.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
Draw. Okay. So we're gonna have to do things and stuff here. Calhoun's gonna challenge one of the kits.
Okay.
Gaining 2.
As a response, the Chromicon is going to return Ariel to your hand.
Yep.
Gain a lore.
Alrighty.
Like, I feel the Chromicon staff is really where this interaction is going to be.
That's what I was saying, like it was a bit trappy just because of because it has to work with another card, you know. I'm still gonna clear your board at this point.
And I'm gonna return the Calhoun to your hand, gain a lore.
Yep. I'm gonna play I'm gonna ink Mericestes. Play Calhoun and play a Simba.
Yep.
I'm gonna draw and then discard A Whole New World, which looks very, very bad right now. Go ahead.
Gonna draw. Oh, that's harsh. I'm gonna pick Curse Merfolk and pass the turn.
All right.
Curse Merfolk, as a lot of you might know from olden days past, 0-1 for 1, questing for 2. When they're challenged, the opponent has to discard a card.
So, just so you remind me what the Chromicon does.
The Chromicon
is whenever something is banished or
banished during your turn.
During my turn, okay.
Yeah. I may return chosen character of the opponents to their hand.
All right. Ariel.
Yep.
This way.
You revealed the Storm Rage on, right?
Yep. Just here. Okay, so I'm gonna go questing for 2 with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just hardcast
the Storm.
Yep.
I'm gonna use it to return Calhoun to your hand, I guess.
All right.
Gain lore.
Go ahead.
Ready, set, draw. Still no Inkable, but I guess Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom for 2 lore is going to be...
Yeah,
it's going to have to do.
That's problematic.
Turn.
Right now, I'm really more in the business of racing.
Yeah, racing with 2 lore on the board is a little
Well,
harder. Yeah, 3 lore on the board.
Yeah, so 7. So this is my end of turn. So I'm still gonna play her and ready this.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Will I draw an Inkable?
Will you?
I won't. So I'm going to play Maleficent. And pass turn.
Alright. I don't have ways to break items in this deck, haven't I?
I don't think there are. The original list had some 6-drop Simbas. The one that shifts and destroy items when it comes in.
Yeah, that would have been great in this spot.
I didn't feel like they were that impactful, but looking back, because they had less songs, right? So I felt a few songs were...
Because I can go to 11 here, but there's no way I can let that Maleficent live. Like, I have ways to deal with her.
But I'm going to bounce something. And...
Yeah, okay. So probably that staff is better than I thought, but I still feel by itself, like, if people are, like, you cannot play it in colors that are not green.
No, exactly.
To enable this.
Staff kind of has to go with the green bounce package to be impactful.
Yeah, and again, to reiterate what I was saying, like, when I say it feels a bit trappy, is cards that only fit into one archetype, like, are secretly already set in a color combination. If you understand what I mean. So
I mean,
it's
Ice Block almost only works with Ruby. Right, not a bad card
right now. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
It's inkable. That's what it gets.
It is inkable, which Emerald Chromicon is not, but definitely shows that there might be something here to.
And again, I have to say,
I was gonna draw an ink.
And again, I have to say that Simba was a bit late to the party, but
yeah.
And I'll be honest, it's not the matchup where he is impressive. Like, you're not gonna challenge my guys.
No.
He's just gonna be there to be like a big buddy that quests for 2, and that's about it. Just
pretty much.
Yeah.
Similarly, I think I've had a few cards here that were like non-cards in this specific matchup, but
yeah.
That's what happens in Lorcana. You don't have sideboards, but you have 60 cards that can all do something.
Yep, exactly.
So, thanks for joining us tonight for this first episode of gameplay from set 5.
6.
Azurite Sea. That's what I was saying. We're going to see you real soon with another matchup. We're going to do more of these shorter form videos, matchups. Sometimes we're going to try to break an archetype. Sometimes we're just going to showcase a few decks. So thanks for sticking to the end. I guess our question for you tonight, if you stayed until here, is what do you feel of Maleficent Staff? Is it a trap? Does it have legs? Where do you stand on this issue? And we're going to wait for your answers. And until then, keep questing.